Welcome to our third episode of our Let's Play Kerbal Space program. I'm Chezwik, and let's get into orbit today. I actually did a little bit of recording before this happened. This is my mock-up rocket. It kind of failed miserably. There was a big issue regarding separation and explosions, and it turns out that for some reason it doesn't overheat if the rocket's not on. Or at least that's what I was seeing. So we're going to add a couple of things, add a touch bit more fuel to our last stage, and hope this works. I actually learned something. You can't drop a Keebler. Kerbal? I don't know. Anyways, you can't drop them from about 12,000 meters into the water. They don't live. So, science. It progresses. But as you can see, this rocket has a lot more acceleration compared to those that we have been using. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't get into space. In my opinion, it's fairly solid. It's balanced enough that I don't think we should have too much of an issue. We've got a decent amount of speed, which that was weird. It was actually holding a steady speed for a second there. Apparently it needed to do that until it lost enough weight. We'll go to a 45-degree angle here. Switch to our primary rocket. Switch over to here, and we'll watch our apoapsis, which is really boring, because this has to get over 70,000 meters, or else the whole time it's in orbit, it just fights air resistance. I'm actually going to accelerate to max. No, not quite max, like 80%. Yeah. Our apoapsis is definitely increasing. And look at that. It's a nice little arc on our planet. I've used up a little bit more fuel than I was hoping. And actually what I think I'm going to do is let it get to about 80,000, because it seems like the apoapsis is different. It's like if you continued at your speed or something. I don't know. Either way will make us a little so our apoapsis is now on the opposite side of the planet at about twice what our periapsis is. Periapsis? Periapsis. But that being said, I don't think we care too terribly much. We just want to get this thing into orbit, right? And look at Bob. Bob is our current astronaut. He's just kind of chill. I'm actually going to speed up a hair, because, and then 3, 2, 1, let's go. Our fuel consumption's a lot less than it was back when we were on the surface. Look at that. I think we've made it. Look at that. And then we shut it off. We are in orbit. We are flat out in orbit. We've still got enough fuel that we should be able to get back onto our planet if we do it right. But yeah, let's look. Look at that. Our quaint little rocket. And we can actually speed it up quite a bit more than we were. Just watch as Kerbin flies by. We're on the dark side, which I will not land on. It's a pain because you have no idea, like, where you are to the ground. Although, really, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But here we are back approaching the light side. And isn't that beautiful? And in the grand scheme of the whole planet, we are freaking minuscule. That being said, since we're already out here, let's take some measurements. So we'll extend our communotron, and we'll transmit the data. And we will extend our next one. No. That one. We'll extend and we'll transmit. Even though it should be roughly the same data. I don't know if this even does anything extra. We'll observe our mystery goo and that's definitely interesting. So we'll keep our data. We'll observe this one. We'll keep our data. And we'll actually do the other one during descent. So all we have left is to do an EVA. So now we have Bob outside. And we'll jump off. Which sounds worse than it really is. Because all I have to do is control him. So we'll do an EVA report. And that was really creative. Either way, though. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It was like he grabbed on and then flung himself out into space really fast. I'm not the greatest at this, as I've mentioned before. But that was weird. Try not to overshoot. Believe it or not, I actually am trying, but for some reason... Okay. We grabbed it. What the heck? Why is it not letting me back onto the ship? I'll try and speed this part up. Okay. Ah, and there we go. So, let's do the time warp, yeah. Go around the planet a couple of times. We're collecting data or something, maybe. I don't know. Ooh. Actually, though, I think this will be a pretty good episode. So, our periapsis is our lowest point. So, I'm actually going to make a new maneuver to decrease the orbit till we land. So we've got that. So let's look for our little dot. Whoa! Okay, so we're locked on, and we will time warp. If you look in the bottom right hand corner, it tells about how long we have until we need to decelerate. So at about 3 minutes, I'll decelerate once now. 3, 2, we're at 10 times. 1.5. So we've still got about 30 seconds, but as soon as we hit that 12 seconds, I slam on my thrusters as much as I can. Hopefully it'll give me 12 seconds worth. I do believe that was... Yeah, we'll be coming in, but it's not where I would like to be. So, let's see what happens. It's a fast-moving ship. That's all that I can say as far as that goes. Let me think. It's essentially 2.2, I think, maybe? let's check. Okay. So we want km to miles. I'm American, so km is worthless. So if we change 2.323, oops. So we're going roughly 1.4 miles per second. We're screaming. I don't know how this compares to other spacecraft, but goes a whole lot faster than my little Honda Civic. That's all I know. Soon our ship will actually start to, yep, there we go. All 4 parachutes have been deployed because I don't think they actually burn up. And I'm going to try and keep it so that you can see it. We're actually starting to get really low. So 4,000 meters, and we're still going faster than 100 meters per second. 2,000, just broke 100 meters per second. 765. Everything opened up. We're at 4.4 meters per second, and we are solid. We're decelerating at a decent rate, even though we'll land in the ocean. But like I said, we'll survive, and that's the main thing. And everything survived except our rocket, but we don't care about that. Okay, so let's recover the vessel. And we got 41 more science. I'm actually kind of surprised about, or 32 more science. So we're back to 41, which means that we can purchase the last of the second tier and still have 23 remaining. But at this point, everything costs 45 science. So, well, thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you guys had as much fun as I did. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Chezwik. Have a good one.